after all these years of producing storytelling shows, I still need a script. I still get nervous. So I even have written down, "Hi, I'm Susie Kahn Weinberg." And I am Susie, and I am absolutely thrilled to be here at Fillet of Solo for the Big Shoulder Stories Storytelling Showcase, our first one, and I hope many to follow. So thank you guys for supporting us. I want to give you a little background. Thank you, Mom. I want to give you a little background. I launched Big Shoulder Stories in 2019 with the mission to elevate the voices of the people who change communities in our beloved Chicago. And the idea was to work with nonprofits to help them tell their stories and give them opportunities to be heard. The mission and the name, Big Shoulders, hit me like a lightning bolt, and I had to pull my car over. And in that moment, I wanted to look up the words that inspired me, and I hadn't read Carl Sandburg's poem, Chicago, in ages. And I only had sort of a partial recollection of this poem written in 1914 that branded our city, the city of the Big Shoulders. I do often get confused with Big Shoulders Coffee, if you were wondering. So I want to just remind you with a few choice lines and a little bit of commentary about the poem. So it begins, hog butcher for the world, tool maker, stacker of wheat, player with railroads and the nation's freight handler, stormy, husky, brawling, city of the Big Shoulders. So Sandburg saw Chicago for all its strength and potential, and he also saw it for its rawness and its ugliness. He goes on, and they tell me you are crooked, and I answer, yes, it is true. I have seen the gunman kill and go free to kill again. And they tell me you are brutal, and my reply is, on the faces of women and children, I have seen the marks of wanton hunger. And still today we see the despair, the disparity, the violence, the complacency. Yet like us, Sandburg loved this city and had faith in its strength and its pride. So he goes on. I turn once more to those who sneer at this my city, and I give them back the sneer and say to them, come and show me another city with lifted heads, singing so proud to be alive, and coarse and cunning and strong. Building, breaking, rebuilding. So it was from that lightning bolt moment I had a vision of producing a storytelling showcase featuring nonprofits from across the city that are proud to be alive and coarse and strong and maybe just a little bit cunning. And now it's happening. So I'm thrilled to introduce our 7 storytellers from 7 determined, resilient organizations that work to change our communities to make a difference. Our tellers are involved in these organizations in all the ways. Some are volunteers, on staff, recipients of services, or the founders themselves. So let's get this started. Big Shoulder Stories presents Building, Breaking, Rebuilding. Yes, you may clap.